the New Orleans Saints, and the Chicago Bears. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from the Windy City. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Williams going to throw on the first play. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. It's second down. They'll run the toss here with Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
On the run to the right. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
This is an element that defense. You always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Devon Bacham there on the tackle.
3 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. Williams. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
But the ball's out. And no turnover here. Once the guard's able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. but it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow, 43.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down.
33, yellow. Ready?
Rattler now back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints. A field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he'll be marched out of the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
What is up?
On 1st down, right back to Johnson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8.
What is up?
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
What is up? There he is, man.
Now Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
On the handoff, Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
What is up?
They run it once more with Jones. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
What is up?
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Off that line, that is dropped. That could be a live football. But This is taken in by a teammate.
Volunteer! Volunteer!
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. 1st and 10 now from the 36. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. They work forward to the 40-yard line. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
No motion there, tight end Johnson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
And that is incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Duvernay to return. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Vegas! Vegas! Finish up!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He'll get this to the Missouri man, Luther Burden. He's taken down just shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Finish up!
Up the middle, here's Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
Come on, set.
Shaheed in motion.
45, ready.
Now, faking the give. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Set.
Throwing now is Rattler. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
32. Steal. Check steal. Cut.
Throwing now on third and long. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Let's go. Ready.
Now a toss, running left with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Bears' 32-yard line.
Got it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5.
Here we go. Black foot.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Set. Cut.
On the ground, it's Kamara. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Saints first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. But give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Cut.
Shaheed in motion.
Set.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's caught. Trey Palmer. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Ready up.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go. Set.
They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the play. They're going to mark him short. a shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Cut, cut.
Here's a design run. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here
Here we go.
on 3rd and goal?
60 red. 60 red. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Rattler. In trouble, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett, relentless in his pursuit. He forces the big loss and brings up 4th and goal. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And they will finally run him down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Bears 7, Saints 3.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they will bring him down side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Ready?
To throw, it's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New Orleans.
First down, New Orleans.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Here's Rattler. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. Ready. Set.
Pistol give to Kamara. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there for that. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He's got his man, that's Olave. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
It's a gain of 7.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Set.
Shaheed in motion.
Set.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Canadian-born Nathan Shepard. They're on the stop. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Set.
Shaheed in motion.
Yellow. 22. Hunt.
Throwing is Rattler. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Ready. Ready.
On the give, this is Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to come back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A tough spot here.
Ready.
3rd and long.
Yellow. Ready.
Now Rattler gonna throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Ready. 38. Cut.
Rattler now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
Let's go now. 10 black.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue. 32. Set.
Back to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
Set. Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, This offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Taking off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's Jones. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Michael, that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Oh, no good. He missed it. That might be a big miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, it's Shuck. He connects with Palmer on that one. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, New Orleans.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing again, Shuck. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Now Shough on third down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Kamara. Good run inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shough. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. If the stoppage is just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Now, 1st and goal. Operating out of the gun, this is Shough. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Here's Kamara. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Duvernay on the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Luther burdened the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Here comes second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Man open is Jones. He's got a pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Chicago.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number one receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece.
A big hole. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Throwing again, Williams. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
In this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
2nd and 10. Williams to the air once more. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
And this is no good. He misses the extra point. But here come the flags. This will likely be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Chuck. Taysom Hill working free downfield. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
First down, Saints.
Here's first down. Looking to throw. Here is shot. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.